Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your June 2023 general reading. We are looking at the first half of June from the 1st through the 15th, and this reading is for the fire sign of Aries. Welcome everyone. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch the videos on my YouTube channel. For those of you who like, share, subscribe, reach out for personal readings, refer and recommend, my gratitude always. Thank you. So Aries, this is for you if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Aries. If you're also cross-watching for an Aries, it is also relevant. Of course, it's a general reading, so it'll resonate just a little differently for everyone. If you know your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, watch those as well for additional insight and perspective. And if you find that something does resonate with you, it really touches you, and you'd like to maybe take a deeper look at something and reach out for a personal reading, or you simply like the reading style and would like to reach out for a personal reading or information about that for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info by clicking the description link or clicking the title of this video. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer a pretty wide variety of choices for readings in all areas of life. And scheduling is done in a pretty timely fashion too, so if that's something you think you might like, please email me. Okay, Aries, let's see what the first half of June 2023 looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. We begin with a choice, the Two of Wands, the Two of Fire. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Do I walk through this door? Do I walk through that door? A choice, a path of action, or not. With the Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. It usually, in the tarot, this comes after the Tower, so it does imply that there was some difficulty or challenge or something that happened previously. The Star is a card that comes after the Tower to renew and restore hope, faith, and optimism. It's wish fulfillment based on faith. As long as you do everything that's in front of you to do, you'll get to your fulfillment and abundance. Some of you here look like Aries that you are wondering if something is worth continuing in or something is worth having faith in. Trying to make a choice and a decision based on faith and hope. Next, we have the Three of Cups, parties, social energy, or your tribe, your circle of friends, positive social connections in your community. With that, we have the Six of Swords, healing, slowly but surely moving away from whatever the source of the difficulty, trauma, challenge, or pain is, and moving into a better place. You're not quite there yet. You're still moving through the waters, but you're moving into better waters. You're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground yet, but you're headed in the right direction. So it's a card of healing. Next, we have the Five of Coins. It's a card of lack, of insufficiency and lack. It could be a lack of financial and material resources, like not having enough money or being out of work, needing to find a place to live. On an emotional level, it can represent feeling shut out, abandoned, rejected, not good enough. It's a card of lack, of feeling like you have to beg for everything that you need or you want. It can also represent keeping yourself in need because what you need or what you need to do is right there in front of you, or what you need is available to you. There's resources there. Typically, the Five of Coins shows one or two people who look kind of homeless, or they look like they're in need. They're usually out in bad weather, but they're outside of some kind of structure that implies a church, a cathedral. That light is shining through, meaning that on the other side of that, right in front of you or very close to you, is exactly what you need. So often this can represent kind of blocking yourself because you're not seeing something, or you're not wanting to do something or take advantage of something. And so that keeps you on the outside. With that Five of Coins, we have the King of Wands, likely you for some of you, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, showing up as a king, but in a general reading it could be female as well. Could be another earth sign that's relevant, but most of you, this is you. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus, Aries, for the first half of June is the Seven of Coins, which makes sense because we have this contemplating choice energy. Do I take a leap of faith and make a decision to go in this direction? The Seven of Coins is a card of contemplation. It's a card of kind of taking inventory. It's looking at what you have invested in something, a person, a place, relationship, a situation, a job, and asking yourself, can I make this any better? If so, what do I need to do? Am I satisfied with the way it is? Or should I just take what I can and move on? So you're thinking about something that you have invested a fair amount of time into, time, effort, money, love, etc., and asking yourself, what do I do from here on out? I feel, Aries, like some of you, with this Three of Cups and the Six of Swords, I feel like there's a group of friends and or a community, related community, that's either directly advising you on how you can get healing in this situation, on how you can move forward with this situation. I feel like this Three of Cups is actually community for a lot of you, or friends, some place, some circle, some place that you have family or you have friends you have this connection with, and there is healing available to you. But for some reason, it feels like, I feel like a lot of you feel like you're being shut out by this person or this place, this community or this group of people. But I'm also seeing that there is help and healing within that, but you're telling yourself there isn't, or you're telling yourself you're being shut out, or you're being shunned, or you're being rejected, or you feel like the tar baby on the totem pole kind of stuff. But actually, there's healing there, there's reconciliation here, but for some reason you're not seeing it, or you're not wanting to do what you would need to do to gain that entrance back in. It feels kind of, Aries, like you think it's an impossible task to redeem yourself or to get back into this community or this relationship or something like that. But I feel like the biggest thing that's keeping you on the outside is you yourself kind of saying, oh, well, they won't, and I can't, and, justification, because it would require some change and some work and possibly a leap of faith for you. So you're kind of at that crossroads. Let's clarify that crossroads energy. The Seven of Coins and the Two of Wands, really. Is this worth investing more in? Is this worth walking through a door that I'm afraid of? Taking a chance, maybe taking a chance that something negative or painful that happened to you in the past will happen to you again. Let's clarify that. Ten of Cups. Happy home, marriage, family, togetherness. The Ten of Cups, tens being cycle completion and something being fulfilled, coming full circle. And the Ten of Cups is feeling like you're finally at a place where everything has come together, everything's harmonious, especially where home and family is concerned. It's the white picket fence card. And there's not too much else you could hope for. And this is what you're dwelling on. The Five of Wands, there's conflict about this. Internal conflict within yourself, perhaps external conflict with other people, kind of going around and around about it over and over and over again. So what you're contemplating, it might be your home and family, your marriage, a relationship, or something that impacts your home and family. There's a choice in front of you. Clarify the Star. The Six of Swords, again, that card of healing. And the Ten of Swords, something coming to a painful end, or feeling betrayed, feeling stabbed in the back, surrendering to a painful ending. But the Six of Swords is, I mean, this is clarifying the star, which is underneath this Two of Wands. There's a choice here. It feels like there is a path of healing. The question for you is, are you willing to do what would be required of you in order to move this forward, in order to heal and reconcile whatever it is that's broken, whether it's the home, family, marriage itself, your place in a community or a circle of people, or some combination of that? Clarify Three of Cups and the Six of Swords. Page of Wands, Four of Cups. There's an offer being made here. A chance at renewal. Ace of Cups clarifies that healing card of Six of Swords. Again, I feel like some of you, there's a path here to getting back in to, again, this is a general reading, so the specific details will vary. A community, a relationship. There's a sense of wanting reconciliation here, feeling like you're on the outside, like you've been left out or shut out. And there's a pathway through, and but you're afraid of it. I think it's going to be easier than you think it is in some ways, but you're afraid of it somehow. Some of you may be being advised. Some of you may have already been advised, look, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to offer in order to, to have this healing or this redemption or this reconciliation. It's a very interesting vibe I'm getting. And don't shoot the messenger, but it also feels like you've had a part to play in this being outside. Like you've also had a part to play. There's responsibility for your feeling this way. It's almost kind of like you have shut yourself out in some ways. Clarify that Five of Coins, insufficiency, lack, feeling like you're on the outside. The King of Pentacles and the Sun. It's interesting because the Five of Coins is a card of not having enough. And the King of Coins definitely has enough. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. There may be an earth sign who's relevant here somehow. But this is a card of somebody who's worked long and hard to get to a place of stability and security. The Sun, light, love, warmth, laughter, illumination. It may be that some of you feel like a specific person has shut you out. Like that you're on the other side of this abundance and this light and the warmth and everything that you need. If this is about a specific relationship or marriage, it may be that you feel that somebody else is potentially offering your person that long-term stability and security that you haven't offered them, or feel like somehow like you're unable to. But again, I get this sense that you're either not seeing something, or you've been told, or there is something that you know that you could do to walk back through those doors again. But for some reason you're telling yourself, I can't, oh, it's been too long, or I don't want to do the thing. Let's clarify that King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You can also apply this energy to the person close to you or the thing close to you if that's relevant too. Yeah, the Hanging Man with the Devil. The devil could be Capricorn energy as well. The devil usually represents a cycle that has its temptations and allurements, but ultimately is unhealthy and not good for you. Something which has grown to be an unhealthy cycle, but one that you keep going back to over and over and over again because there's something in it that you tell yourself you need. Now this can represent, which is probably why this card often comes up for things like addictions or mental health issues or toxic relationships, power and control, neediness, codependence, because it represents an obsessive level of energy that becomes unhealthy, but there's a pattern to it, right? And we justify this energy so we can go back to it. And the Hanged Man is a lack of movement, feeling like you're in stasis or limbo, not taking action on something. And I feel here, it's like it's an unhealthy pattern of not doing anything. It's an unhealthy pattern of saying, I'm sorry, don't shoot the messenger. This is either you or someone close to you. It feels like somebody has kind of really got themselves wrapped up in a kind of a victim mentality. It's like, yes, nobody loves me. I'm shut out of this person's life or this community's life or maybe even some combination of that. So, I can't get back in there. I can't reconcile. I can't come back. So I might as well just, but there is a path, and I think that you're aware of it, and I think that perhaps some of you have been told about it, but it scares you. And because of that, you use a pattern that is familiar to you to justify a lack of action. Some of you also may be worried that a specific person is offering something to your person that you couldn't or wouldn't. It's kind of a stubborn energy, Aries. It's an interesting reading. I'm probably picking up energies for just a small group of Aries, but again, there's a path here. But it feels like what it would require of you scares you in some way. And so you justify it by saying it's too hard, or it probably wouldn't work, or what's happened to me in the past will happen again. So again, this kind of toxic, unhealthy cycle of not doing anything. And using all kinds of reasons and excuses to justify that, you or somebody close to you. All right, well, let's just end by seeing what Spirit thinks, guidance, advice, feedback. For Aries for the first half of June, what should they think about, dwell on, contemplate in order to make the best decision possible? The Ace of Swords. This is the truth, the light, the epiphany, the light bulb going off over your head. Seeing the truth, getting a clue, waking up. The Ace of Swords is the Ace of Air, which is the element that governs our mind, our intellectual landscape, how we think, perspectives, perceptions, belief systems, ideologies. The Ace of Swords can represent success that comes from seeing the truth of a situation. And the truth of that situation might not exactly be what you want to see, but if it's not in that energetic space of the truth, you have the option and opportunity to make choices to create a better and healthier reality for yourself. Justice, doing the right thing, morals, ethics, honor. Knight of Pentacles. My steady Eddie knight, slow and steady wins the race. He's a little slower than the other knights, but he's honest, committed, reliable. He always gets the job done, always invested, committed. And the Two of Cups, soulmate, kindred spirits, best friends. This reads very much for relationship, whether it's a relationship with one person, but I'm also getting some kind of group of friends or community involved in this, Aries, and it may be a combination of both of those. You know, it feels like you feel estranged from a person, from a community, or some combination of that. But you're telling yourself that the way back is too hard, or it wouldn't work, or whatever it is that you have to do. You know, some painful thing in the past would repeat itself, and so you're justifying actually not taking action towards that. And Spirit here is saying, look, what you need to do is right in front of you. It's right there. Just take the first step and keep moving. That's how you're going to achieve success here, and renewal, and the heart opening up again. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Aries, those are your messages for the first half of June. I hope that for those of you for whom this resonated, that it was helpful, useful, gave you something to chew on. Again, if this did resonate with you and you are interested in reaching out for a personal reading, maybe peeling it back a bit and taking a deeper look, information for a reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else. Personal readings do make great gifts. Please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link or the title of this video. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the June mid-month readings. Until then, stay well, stay safe, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.